Welcome to EZGO's Western Regional Update for April. All right, let's get into it. I'm going to start with a little house cleaning and some updates. We do have some new promotions that I'm sure most of you have received. I did send out an email for this, and I believe it, right? I mean, it's one of those things where retail does solve everything, and EZGO wants to support that. I think we do a great job with our current promotions that are doing that, and I feel like we also do a good job listening to you guys and to what the industry is doing as well. So, I think these upcoming promotions that we just announced, I think are a testament to that as well. So this is an opt-in promotion. We are requiring a 10-car minimum order for June production. But with that order, you get some exciting benefits, right? So we're going to give you 210 days free flooring on this new order. It's also going to make you eligible for the $2,000 rebate on qualifying model year 23 Express 4 and Express 6 units. This applies to Elite product only, and that will expire on July 31st. We're also increasing the $750 rebate to $1,000 on qualifying model year 23 units, and that's going to end August 31st. So we're pushing that one out for y'all as well. We also introduced a $750 rebate for Valor 2 and 4 for model year 2024, and that is going to end July 31st. From Sheffield, we're also going to do some 0% for 36 months and a 4% dealer fee for finance options. So I think that's a nice little perk as well. Some key notes from the factory. We are shutting down the factory for the entire month of July. So no production for that month. So what that means is that orders placed after essentially June will not get scheduled until August. So for us out here on the West, that means we'll see them at the end of August. Best bet where we're going to see those orders coming into you in September. So I think it's really important that you take a look at what you currently have in stock, what sales trends are, and then obviously place that order accordingly. Also of note, orders that are produced in June will be model year 2025 units. All right, the fun stuff, the April recap. Not really a surprise here, but A1 in Arizona takes the top spot for April, followed by Poli. A newcomer to the top 5 is Luz Golf Cars, moving into the 3 spot, with Premier Golf Cars of Havasu not too far behind. I-5 wraps up the top 5 with a stellar April. Overall, the West was up year over year, and it looks like we're carrying that momentum into May. And I think that these rebates and these things that we're doing are going to really help us drive that number and drive retail. I want to thank all the dealers in the region for your continued hard work and support. I know it's a little rough in the streets, but you guys are doing really well, grinding and getting those sales and closing those deals. I appreciate it. Speaking of model year 2025, this month we're going to do just kind of an overview of what to expect with the new models coming out. I do have a hopefully presentation that if you're watching this, you'll be able to see. And hopefully I can do a good job of explaining it for those of you that are just listening. So some fun new changes that are coming out for model year 2025 are going to be first and foremost IntelliGauge. So IntelliGauge is a, hang on, this screen's not sharing. Give me 1 second here. There, y'all. I want that. All right, well, it's not going to share, so we're not doing that. I'm just going to go through it and hopefully do a good job of explaining it, and I can probably send this out to everybody as well. So IntelliGauge is kind of the exciting thing that is coming out for model year 25. It's not going to be available immediately, but it will be available later in the year. Basically, what this is a digital gauge that's going to replace the multifunction gauge for elite vehicles. This includes Freedom, Express, and Liberties with certain packages. It's going to have a speedometer on it. It's also going to have an odometer on it. It's also going to have the ability to show you hours along with some other things. So it's a touch screen, which I think is pretty cool. So think of your Apple Watch or an Apple Watch and being able to slide through the different screens And it's pretty simple, right? The fun thing is that you'll be able to adjust speed and acceleration through here. It's going to give you warnings in real time. It's also going to have a charge time indicator, so it'll give you an idea of what that time is to fully charge, and it will display that while it's charging. The really cool feature of this, it's going to have a pin lock, so a 4-digit pin that will be able to lock out speed. So kids, grandkids are in town, whatever the case may be, and that customer wants to say, hey, I don't want the car to go more than 12 miles an hour. Perfect. They can set in a 4-digit pin and lock that to 12 miles an hour, whatever the case may be. You can also lock it to 0, which means if you're going down to the grocery store, going to the beach, going to the lake, whatever the case may be, you can put in that 4-digit pin and it'll lock the vehicle out. Doesn't matter if the key's in it or not, the vehicle will not move. And then there's a display mode only for this. So for rentals, it's a great application. It'll only just display speed. It does have an adjustable backlight and it has great visibility in daytime or nighttime. The other key feature of this is the diagnostic visibility. So, if a customer calls you and they have the IntelliGauge, they can run through the fault codes and you can help determine what the issue may be. Very bright, very cool. I've seen it in person. It's a nice little added feature to our product, which I think is going to be great. Express Series. So we're changing some things with Express. We're actually going to drop the letters. So S and L are going to be dropped from the Express line. So now Express for model year 2025 is going to be Express 2, Express 4, and Express 6. We're going to have some different packages that will specify the level of the unit, as well as if it is lifted or non-lifted. So the big news is that we are going to have a non-lifted Express 4. That'll be a standard ride height for model year 2025. Express 2 and Express 4 are going to get the automatic parking brake standard, and we also have a new color that is coming out as well, and that color is going to be solar flare. So think of the TRD Pro, kind of that orange, not the old one, the newer one. It's got a little bit more red in it. It's a really good looking car. If you were at the PGA show, it was on, I believe, an S4 at the PGA show. So packages, we're changing things up a little bit. We're structuring a little bit differently. We're going to have an entry-level package that's not going to have all the bells and whistles and features that we have. So it won't have IntelliGauge. Most of them won't be lifted. It's going to have a base wheel, basically a kind of an entry-level wheel package, and so it's going to be more price conscious, right? To upgrade from that, for example, if you want a lifted one, you go from the Adventure, which is base, and then you go to the Explorer, which is going to be fully equipped, right? It's going to have better fit and finish. It's going to have premium wheels on it, and some other upgrades, including IntelliGauge, that are going to be, quote unquote, part of the package. I won't say standard, it's part of the package. And then as you move up, you're going to have a Connect package, a Cruiser package, and a Commuter package. And those are going to be, Connect and Cruiser are going to be more for the street, and the Commuter also a little bit more for the street, but it is going to be lifted. Again, different levels there. So the Connect is going to be your entry level, smaller wheel, very basic, more economical and efficient is what we're going for. And again, with the higher end packages, they're going to come standard with the IntelliGauge once that's released. So to kind of summarize, S2 is going away. It's going to be the Express 2, and we have that in a Connect or a Cruiser package. S4 is going away. We're going to have the Express 4, and it's going to have Adventure, Commuter, or Explorer package. And then an unlifted S4 is going to be the Express 4 and Connect or Cruiser. Again, I'll send all this out to you guys so you don't have to scramble to take notes right now. S6 will be just the Express 6 and Connector Cruiser, and then the L6 will be Adventure, Commuter, or Explorer package, just without the L. Again, I'll send out the picture that has the limited edition color. That is going to be available for Express, Liberty, and Valor. We also are going to have a new seat. So this is going to be a stock seat that's more kind of a premium look and feel, right? So think of the stock bench seat, but it's in a briar brown. So it kind of looks like a distressed leather. It's a good looking seat, real sharp looking, and it's only going to be available for Express, Valor 6, and Liberty. Kind of that entry level seat, but that premium kind of look and feel. So not bolstered, but it's still a bench seat. Great product. Don't know pricing yet. It's either going to be the same price or it may be a small upcharge. Most of you have seen or heard about the new signature seats. Those are going to continue. The Tundra Gray is actually in a cool touch technology that keeps it cooler, specifically in direct sunlight. And then we have a Amarillo Brown, which is a beautiful looking seat, double diamond stitch, gorgeous seats. And those are going to be our top of the line signature seats. And then we also will continue to carry our premium seats. Valor 6, a couple different changes with Valor 6. We've seen a lot of success with this product. We're actually going to have a couple packages with it. So there's going to be a Connect package, which basically is what you see today. It's going to come with that K500 wheel, black steel wheel. And it's also going to have black logos and emblems. So it's going to be kind of that base level, kind of entry level package. We're also going to offer a cruiser package in the Valor 6. So you're going to get a bigger wheel. It's a 12-inch Rogue alloy wheel, unique key switch, and metallic logos and emblems similar to what we have today. You'll also have that Briar Brown seat available as an option, and this unit will also come in that solar flare color as well. Valor 2 and 4, we're doing a couple different things here from the engine standpoint. So the EX1, we're actually going to have an EX1 Sport Edition. So this is going to be a high torque gear. And it's going to be, it's a little peppier, if you will. The badging looks tremendous. I'm a big fan of it. I think it's going to be cool. Obviously, on that entry level package, it's going to be blacked out. So on a white unit, I think it looks really good. The hex bumper that is available through P&A today will also be available down the line, which I think is exciting. You can order the units directly down the line with that hex bumper. If you haven't seen it, like I said, I'll send this out and you can kind of see what the difference is. And also in Valor 2 and 4, you're going to have that solar flare as an option. For folks that have range anxiety out there, RXV will be available with a triple pack down the line. So really, this is targeted, like I said, to those folks that have that range anxiety. They're switching from gas to electric and are concerned that they're not going to get the distance. We've done a tremendous amount of testing with this product, specifically in the villages down in Florida, and we've seen some great success. It's a good product. Obviously, it has our Samsung Lithium Elite in it now with a triple pack, so that the range is phenomenal, and that'll be available down the line for those that want to get some of those. Wheel and tires. This is kind of a cool one. I've always thought that we could have gone with a little bit taller tire, and now we're doing it. So down the line. So we're going to add that Rogue wheel down the line, and we're actually going to have a 20-inch tire around it. So it fits in our wheel well real nice. It kind of, fills it out so it doesn't look like there's a whole bunch of empty space. And it's a great option for us. That will be available down the line for Valor, Freedom, and Freedom 2+2. And, it's a nice little addition and makes the car look a little bit more premium. That being said, there are some wheels that are going to go out. The Paramount DOT that we currently have with the smaller tire is going away. And then the Lodestar 10-inch alloy wheel will be eventually going away as well. It'll be available through P&A and some certain instances, but for the most part, not as a popular an option for us. So we decided to move away from it. And let's see. Yeah, some pictures on here. So basically, what I'll do is send out this presentation that we have, and so you guys can kind of see what the new updates are for model year 25. The biggest one I'm a big fan of is the wheel. We're also going to have a 14-inch wheel that's going to go down the line as well. That'll be available for RXV. Beautiful looking wheel and tire package. It's a FTV alloy wheel on a Paramount SBR tire, and yeah, so pretty exciting stuff. I'm looking forward to 2025. Again, I'm excited that you guys are doing so great out there and hustling. The promotions are awesome. Let me know if you guys have any questions on that. Shoot me an email. As always, if y'all want to see something on here, if I miss something, shoot me a quick note, text, call, whatever the case may be, and we'll get it rolling. Thank you, everybody, again for your continued support, and looking forward to a strong Q2 and grinding through the rest of the year. Thanks. See y'all.